beautiful soul. Welcome. My name is Angela, and this message is for you if you are currently going through a major life transition. First of all, you are an empath, which is one of your greatest gifts and blessings, but at the same time, it's also a bit of a curse. But you are going through this major life transition where you are starting to really practice introspection and becoming deeply connected to your emotions and holding space for them. And if this is for you, you've definitely felt a shift in your priorities, maybe even your beliefs, things that you previously held as truth has been completely shattered or fallen apart or challenged in some way. And as you integrate all of what you know and all of what you feel, you are realizing that perhaps things are not as they seem. You are learning to trust and tune into your intuitive capabilities. You are receiving messages from guides, whether or not you're conscious of it. And this can look like something different for everybody. Some people hear things, some people see things, some people just intuitively click on something which guides them down a certain path, and then they find exactly what it is that they're looking for. Sometimes it comes through a song and lyrics that stand out. But anyways, you are noticing these signs and synchronicities are increasing on the daily. And you are experiencing at least one, it could be more, major life change that has prevented you from transitioning into a specific direction. And you are taking experiences from the past and you are learning the lessons. And this is the energy I'm tapping into today. So I'm just going to do a quick pull, see what the cards have in store. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. This is Align with Angela. Thank you so much for coming and spending your time and energy with me. It's an honor and a blessing. And if you are a returning visitor, thank you so much. I'm so welcome to have you here. As we are on this new path and we are diving for the light, we are kind of in like this place, and it's not even like an individual scale, it's just like the world right now. There is a lot of chaos and a lot of turmoil, and it's sometimes hard to see the light in times where there's so much despair or chaos or things just seem really unjust. But in fact, sometimes these things are absolutely necessary for the shift to happen, for things to crack open, and for the light to come in. So that is your calling. You are part of this collective evolution we're having. And this message is for you if any of that resonated with you so far. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so to start off the reading, we have the Ten of Cups. So that is what is in store for you. Wow. Okay, can we get a little bit of a clarifier? Whoa, okay. We have the Seven of Cups. So this means you're going to be faced with a lot of options, a lot of choices, could be distractions, and they could all be very, very attractive. So, oh my gosh, I think that this is a love reading. I do. I wasn't expecting it. We had the Two of Cups also fly out, and the Four of Cups. We've got a lot of cups. Actually, these are all cups. Oh my gosh. So this is going to be a very emotional journey for you. I did mention that you're an empath, so you feel very deeply. You feel not only your own pain, you can feel the pain of others. You can anticipate things. You feel deeply for the collective. But yeah, it looks like this is kind of where we are right now. Or maybe you're coming out of this. I'm going to get a bit of a clarifier, but you've got lots of options coming in, and they're not all going to be good. They might be tempting, they might look all sorts of fancy, some might sparkle. Oh shit, I've got a dentist calling me, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had a dental emergency recently and it ended up resolving itself, but that was my dentist, so I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. And we'll get back to you now. So sorry for the interruption. I just want to actually now smudge and just clear the space and the energy. Okay, so the Two of Cups, once again, with the 10 of Cups. This is, 10 of Cups is like the ending. It's like the happy ending that everybody wants. Just clean the cards, cleanse myself. And we have a Two of Cups, which is about balance. It's about soul union. It is a divine partnership often. It's reciprocation, and it's just very emotionally fulfilling. So it looks kind of like there is a little bit of distractions to try and take you off of this destined path, since I'm assuming that this is a love reading. It looks like perhaps you lost something that was very upsetting, emotionally draining maybe, and it's hard for you to take your mind and energy and focus off of that. But that is the guidance. And as I say that, this is what we had in the past. Okay, so it looks like there was a lot of competition, a little bit of chaos even, conflict, disruption. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is kind of a card of disillusionment. It's the feeling of being trapped and kind of left out. She's blindfolded, so she's not seeing things clearly. So perhaps that is where you felt, or how you felt in the past. But moving forward, we are entering the Three of Wands, which, as you can see, this is a very, I read this as a very positive card. It's got a lot of yellow and warmth to it. And he's basically looking out and overseeing everything in front of him. It's like this vast blank canvas, and it is full of opportunity. Beautiful sunrise. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So it was like that. And the Hanged Man is actually in reverse too. So you're overcoming this. Whatever it was that wasn't serving you in the past, the conflict, the challenges, it could be that you were in a relationship, a romantic relationship, or any sort of relationship. It could be family, it could be friendship, but it seemed like there was a lot of competition and maybe jealousy, maybe, you know, fake friends, or maybe people who weren't really like supporting you, frenemies maybe. And it almost like they blindsided you, and that you kind of felt trapped in this past energy, and it just left you kind of feeling like, oh, here I am, look at all this stuff that happened to me, I'm so depressed. But you still have a cup right in front of you, you're just not looking at it. And it looks actually more like you've got a lot of options ahead of you. Some are going to be very alluring. Some look like they're like, we've got a snake in here, we've got a dragon, we've got a wreath, we've got a tower. So they all have different outcomes, right? They're not all going to be good. Some of them, it's like shiny object syndrome, where you're like, ooh, look at all my options. But you have to be very discerning. You've got everything, all the possibility in the world ahead of you. And since we have the Hanged Man here, it looks like we're coming out of this. So this is where he's just kind of like hanging in introspection. He's looking at things from a new perspective, waiting, stillness. He's not moving. He's just like in this like contemplative state. And this is after the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like this is what had you very upset, is the loss of all of these pentacles. But since the Hanged Man is in reverse, it looks like you're coming out of this with this new perspective, and that is what's guiding you towards the Two of Cups, which is your soulmate. It's going to be a very nurturing relationship. It's going to bring a lot of healing and balance to both of you. It's reciprocal. Do we have anything else on? Oh my God. I was just going to ask. Sometimes it just falls out before I even like get to voice it. Do we have anything else for the Two of Cups? Well, we have the Four of Wands. So not only is this a sacred union, it's going to end, and well, it's a commitment card. It's a very passionate card. It's about stability, structure, the happy family, celebrating. So this could very well be you getting married, or a wedding coming, or something, some sort of stable, solid, grounded, committed partnership. Okay, I'm assuming that this is love, but take it as it resonates. This is a general reading. Do we have anything else for this? Who is this divine partner? I want to know. Who is this divine partner? What do we have? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. So this person is a divine masculine. Or, I mean, if you are a male, don't worry. It's just somebody that is it could be a divine feminine, take it as a resonance. But we all have feminine and masculine energies. This person is very intelligent. They're very quick-witted, very discerning. And taking a look at this. So you're going to see the two birds in here too as well. And there's butterflies. So this person I see right now, they're coming at you as a Page of Swords. So the page is a little bit more of a younger energy. But with the butterflies and this Wheel of Fortune, I think that they're going to be coming towards you. They're going to be coming towards you, possibly bringing a message. This is a messenger card. But they're just sitting there right now and they're thinking about it. They're very in their head. They're not sure. Maybe I feel that there's some sort of soul recognition here, because we have the Three and the Four of Wands, a lot of cups, and like three cards that are about divine union. Like, you can't make this shit up. But we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like these two cards are actually the same person, okay? But first, when they come to you, or when they send, and honestly, roles could be reversed, okay? But this is like the general advice or explanation of how it's going to come out. This person is very in their head and they're hesitating. They want to message you, but they're kind of conflicted with their own thoughts, you know? But if they do message you, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the butterflies, which also signify transformation. So we have the wheel, once again, is in your favor. This is a destiny card as well. Like, this has actually kind of been a theme in the past, like, 2 readings I've done. But the Wheel of Fortune is about cycles, destiny, divine timing, an energy change. And it's basically saying that once the wheel's turning, it's not going to stop. So this person needs to come out and get out of their head and get into the real world and take some actual aligned action and message you. Becoming the King of Swords also, I feel like this actually really supports this energy too. Right now they're in the page. It's kind of a you know, more of an immature message, but the king is in his full authority. He's a leader. He is a ruler. Not that you want to rule over somebody, but he's a very intelligent, wise, discerning protector energy. So you're going to bring in somebody who at the beginning it's going to be, you know, kind of sweet, kind of naive, but it's really going to build into something stable. And yeah, it's going to be somebody who really wants to care for you. They really want to protect you. And if you are a male, like, you know, just obviously this can be reversed, you're going to find somebody who, if this King of Swords is you, you're going to find your divine counterpart. Like, what is going on? You're going to find your divine counterpart, and they are going to protect you in the spiritual world. So the divine feminine, that is their nature. They nurture, right? The male is the provider, the protector. You're going to find your counterpart. It is destined, it is written. It's going to be a very happy communion, and it's going to be celebrated. Do we have anything else? I feel like this is like pretty good. Do we have anything else? A new beginning is on the horizon. So this is about action, purpose, passion, forward movement, and it's kind of just coming out of nowhere. So this is what the page needs to do. They just need to take some freaking action and bring things into fruition so they can bring in this divine union. Do we have anything else for my beautiful collective? Or anything else? Do we? Oh, they fall down. Okay, so these fell out. Once again, we've got a fun, exciting celebration ahead. You are going to be celebrating once you put the end to whatever it is. You have to close out all of these options. If it's not aligned with your divine path, your divine purpose, if it is not somebody who is in the energy of your divine counterpart or wish, then you need to do it. If anybody is going to keep you in this energy where you're confused, you're left out in the cold, you're sad, you're in despair, you're blindsided, you've been betrayed, like that energy is not coming forward. You are going to be in this energy where you cut all of that shit off. All right, this looks like very good. So that's cool. I guess, do we have anything else for them? I feel like this is like pretty good. Oh, okay. Wow, this is just nuts. Okay, so this is the magician. So this is the magician, and he's got a wand in his hand, and so he's pointing it from up. He's drawing. This is like the manifestation card. You are going to be manifesting this. So I really feel like this is like a sacred union, and it starts first in the ethers, okay? It is part of God's plan. Like somebody's bringing in somebody for you who is your equal, your divine counterpart. They could be the complete opposite of you, as opposites attract. It's going to be unlike anybody you've ever had before. They are going to nurture you. They're going to inspire you. They're going to challenge you. They're going to grow with you. And so the divine counterpart would be the Queen of Swords. And actually yesterday I just pulled 2 cards. I pulled 3 cards actually. It was a king and queen of cards. They like flew out, and then it was once again the 2 of cups. So it's crazy. So this is coming in. It is divine. It's unstoppable. But whoever this is just needs to get out of their head and take some action, because it's destined. And you know, our thoughts are our own worst enemy. Like this magician is literally bringing in magic. They've got all the suits. They've got the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles. So they're bringing this idea, this manifestation down from the cosmos, and they're pointing it down to the earth. They are materializing it, okay? And this is what is happening. So this hasn't happened yet, I don't think, but it's very soon to occur from what it looks like. Can I get anything else the moon. Okay, so the moon, this is a card kind of about illusions that you don't really see very clearly in the evening. It's about fear, intuition, subconscious. Not everything is quite clear yet. So I think this is the state of the situation right now. Things are a little unclear. Perhaps this person is in their head. Maybe they're afraid of approaching you. Maybe they're unsure, but they're also being intuitively guided. And if they, like, maybe you don't know this person yet, maybe it's going to happen, and then there's going to be some sort of soul recognition where they just see you and it just kind of takes them by surprise. And whatever it is, it's going to be very emotional for you, very fulfilling. We also have 2 towers in here once again, which I read as, 11, which is about the communion, the union. Yeah. So whatever's happening, it's unseen right now. So maybe this person is contemplating it. Maybe they haven't actually come into your energy field yet, but it's all coming. All right, let's do a, what should we do? We'll do an elemental oracle card just to close this out. Oh, wow, this was like a really, really crazy reading. I can't believe we got 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Magician, Moon, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Death. Oh, and 4 of Wands as well. Like, wow, it's just unbelievable. Who are you? Air, motion. Okay, so we're gonna look into that one. I've never actually pulled this card before, but it being air and motion, like, it looks to me like this is about forward movement. Like it's got a bunch of horses on it. I don't know if you can see that. But, horses travel really fast. They race, right? So perhaps things aren't happening yet, but when they happen, they could be happening very, very fast. So let's see what this is. Be flexible yet grounded. Allow yourself free thought. Move and choose. Find your freedom. Use your voice resourcefully. Stand up for what you believe in. Be mindful in the way you communicate. Word of power, air, which is air and ether. The element of air has always been associated with movement, with the higher spirit. It is cleansing. It is a cleansing element that enables us to fly free and allow our minds to travel. Air is associated with the breath, breathing, and lungs, the voice, music, winds, and storms. It is the element of communication. It's the most destructive air, and its most destructive air is disconnected, chaotic, undisciplined, and untethered. While we consider a storm after a long drought to be cleansing and nourishing, an intensive storm such as a hurricane can be wildly destructive. The word airhead normally refers to someone who doesn't consider things much or who just flits around from one thing to the other willy-nilly. Finding your own space and healthy motion is important. To find your own breath of fresh air will enable you to see things differently and to start anew. Okay, so I think that this actually relates to both of you. I think for you, it is not to obviously be waiting for this divine counterpart to come in. It's to keep moving forward with your life, just know, like, trust that they're coming. But we don't want to wait for anybody because that actually just stagnates the energy. And I think it's for them, like it references like the thoughts, right? I think that they just need to get out of their own thoughts and just take some forward action. All right, I think that is everything for today. Let's pull one Sacred Rebels card, and then we will call it a day. That wasn't actually a pull. Okay. Do we have anything to conclude this read and bring some clarity for my gorgeous collective? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Okay. I actually like very rarely pick a card. I let the cards pick themselves. I find that the readings are the most authentic that way, and I just either put an energy into the cards, or if I'm reading for somebody else, I'll let them ask a question. But I find that that way it's the least interference. So if I don't pull anything, it means that this is concluded. Do we have anything for my beautiful collective? Anything? All right, I think that is it. Okay, well, thank you. I hope that this resonated, and if it did, please let me know in the comments below. And I am so happy for you. This is exciting. Like, I want that. Who doesn't want their soulmate? Yeah, so you and this person, you are both kind of in this state of transition and forward movement, letting go of things, letting all of those lessons be learned, and to leave them in the past where they belong. They don't have a place for you moving forward. And when we hold on to those things, whether it's thoughts, whether it's memories, whether it's, you know, keeping things, it's actually stagnating and blocking your own energy from allowing things, beautiful relationships and opportunities to come in. In order to receive, we have to give, right? If in order to we have to inhale and exhale, right? Like, it's a balance. And this definitely, we had the balance card come out, and so perhaps that's something that both of you guys need to work on. So if you are clinging to anything from the past, you need to let it go. Anyways, thank you so much. It was an honor and a pleasure, and I'm sending you love like always. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.